Hello and welcome to Wonderland of Possibilities, where anything is possible and magic is real. My name is Venus Castleberg, your host, and I am so excited to be here today with you talking about ask your body. So, some of you may know this, most of you may not. I've been in alternative healthcare, transformational work, metaphysics, you name it. I've been doing it for 22 years. And I've studied 20 different modalities. I was always looking for the modality that would fix me because I thought I was broken and I needed to be fixed, of course. And luckily, about 9 years ago, I found Access Consciousness, which is my favorite modality at the moment. And but one of the reasons was I really found that access consciousness changed things and it helped instead of having some of the things that were bothering me come back. It was like there was a really lasting change that was happening. And truth be told, I'm just happier. So, whatever you do, don't go check out Access Consciousness because that would probably be very, very, very bad. But I share that because one of the modalities, the main one probably being massage, but one of the other modalities that I practiced for a while was nutritional counseling. I did homeopathy, I did herbology. So I did a lot of things that were designed to address the body. Kinesiology. Kinesiology, for those of you who don't know, is muscle testing. It's asking your body essentially. And there's a couple of little things that I've learned over the 23 years of practicing this. One, your body will always align with what you believe. So if you believe that you are fat, we'll just use that as an example because there's often people who think that they have a weight thing, and you keep buying that as your point of view, your body will go, oh, okay, I'll be fat. Because your body doesn't actually have a point of view about how it looks. You do. So when you're like, oh, you're getting older and you can see more wrinkles, and the more you focus on the wrinkles, the more wrinkles show up. I'm telling you, it happens every time. So I think first I wanted to put that out there because I know a lot of us already have points of view and beliefs about what our bodies are like, or what they can do, or how long they can last. We have a tool in Access Consciousness called the bars, where you run 32 points on the head and you basically get rid of all your beliefs, programs, stories, junk that's in your brain. Well, we have one of the bars is actually called the aging toaster. And it's called the aging toaster because it addresses all the places where we have points of view about what it means to get older, that the body's going to decay and die and all that stuff. Did you know, little side note, not quite a side note, but did you know that your body, again, will align with your belief? So if you believe that you're going to last to be, let's say you have a death by date at 80 years old, and if you believe that you can only live to be 80 years old, your body then has to get sick and start to decay so that it can die on time. So I'm just going to invite those of you who are listening now and in the future, would you be willing to let go of your death by date? And if that's a yes for you, then let's clear it. Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, POD, all nine shorts, boys, POVADs, and meons. That's the clearing statement. It's another tool of Access Consciousness. And if you'd like to learn more about it, you can go to theclearingstatement.com. But it's just kind of like a magic eraser. And it, again, just letting go of things, beliefs and stories and stuff that we've created that aren't actually creating the life we've like. So let's say you had a death by date, or you still do, and your body is now in that breaking down, decaying, and dying phase because it has to die on time, how much of a quality of life do you have? How much of ease, joy, and glory do you have in your body? Right? Um, no, Renu, you're not too late. Like, how much more ease could you have if you actually let go of the death by date? I have to die by this time. Or we often come up with a number based on our family. Like, oh, well, most of my grandparents lived to be over 99, so chances are I'm going to live to be over 99, right? But that's still a limitation. And whether you believe in God or not, or you believe in the Bible or not, it's irrelevant. That's not the point of this comment. But there is documentation of bodies living for 5, 700 years old, 900 years old in the Bible, right? So there are places that it has happened, but we've made up like, oh well, we can only live to be 100 if we're lucky, and if we live to be 100, our bodies are going to be pretty well tired and decaying and diseased and dying, right? But let's look at the other side. I had no idea I was going to go here today, but here we are. Go to the other side of when only like 50 years ago or 100 years ago, people were only living to be 30 or 40. So that's the other side of the coin. Like, again, their beliefs at that time were that they could only live that long, right? So, but over time, we've started to like grow that number. So, how the truth is then ask your body, how long would your body like to live? And then destroy and uncreate everywhere where you keep believing that that's not possible. Cool. I just got a number I had never gotten before. So I was like, that's cool, right? I used to always think it was like 119, but then I was like, okay, but that's still a number and that's still a death by date. So I'm going to go pod, destroy and uncreate that. And this time in this moment, I got 350. But not to make it significant and also not to latch onto that number because what would it take to live to be 1,000 and thrive, right? The body can thrive for as long as you want to be alive. And then when you don't want to be here anymore, you could just go to sleep and not wake up. You don't have to go through disease and sickness and decay to die. You could just go, okay, that was fun. I'm going to choose something different now. So that's one thing that you can ask your body for, and then also letting go of those points of view. But I shared that because your points of view create your reality. So whatever your point of view is on your body will align with that. So this is also true for like food and water and trust me, because I was a nutritional counselor and a homeopath and an herbologist and I believed in there was a right way to eat and a wrong way to eat wholeheartedly. And if I wasn't eating the right thing, then I would judge the thing that I was eating rather than truly being in a question. So what would it create if you were truly in a question? Like, what would my body like to eat today? And destroy and uncreate everything that you keep buying is right and wrong around food, around body movement. Maybe you're like somebody who thinks that you should move your body a certain way and that other ways are wrong. Actually, ask your body every day, wake up and go, hi, body, how would you like to move today? Hi, body, what would you like to eat today? And even in this 10 seconds. Now, I will tell you this too. Like, let's say one day my body's like, I want cookie dough, something random, but I really love cookie dough, believe it or not. And I haven't allowed myself to have it for years and years and years and years and years and years. And then this Christmas, I was like, actually, I would really like some cookie dough, right? But like one bite of cookie dough and I'm good. But it's like such a treat for me. Well, then ask the next day, going, oh, more cookie dough. And the body's like, no, I don't want more cookie dough today. right? Because every day your body changes and every day your body will ask for something different if you ask it. It's kind of like the universe. The universe will provide whatever you desire if you ask for it. Your body will provide you with whatever information you want if you ask for it. You can override it for sure. You can, um, choose to go your way and do it your way. Absolutely. And that's not wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that that's wrong. It's a choice. And it's a choice that I made for years and years and years and years. Another funny story, I was vegetarian for 10 years. I was also um, I was also sending Manvi. I was also um, I was also sorry, I got sidetracked. So I'm on bodies and Manvi's asking about relationships. So cool, Manvi. Probably another but you could ask your body to clear the energy of the past lover from your body. You could ask your body that. So so like looking at the for me, I was vegetarian for 10 years and I was fatigued. Um, I had zero energy. And I was driving down the road one day, and there was this it was the strongest pull I've ever had in my entire life to go get a hamburger. Actually, let's be clear, it was a Big Mac from McDonald's. Now, I didn't eat gluten, I didn't eat flour, I didn't eat sugar, and I didn't eat meat. I didn't eat any of those things, and those are all in a Big Mac. But I will tell you this, I it was so insatiable that I pulled over. I trusted it in that moment, even though I had some judgments on it, but I was just like, "Okay, my body is like, I have a Big Mac right now," after 10 years of never eating meat. And guess what happened within 3 bites of eating that Big Mac? The fatigue that I had for 10 years was gone. Gone. In that moment, I realized, "Oh, body, I'm sorry. I had stopped asking you. I just went into, like, vegetarian is best," and just because I was a yoga teacher and everybody was vegetarian and whatever. And I'm not telling you to change your lifestyle, but you have to ask your body what works for your body. What kind of food does your body wanna eat today? And then tomorrow will be a different story. Your body will want something completely different tomorrow. So also not going into conclusion just because your body said yes to a Big Mac today, that it's gonna want a Big Mac every single day. Probably not, right? And truth be told, you know what works for your body and what doesn't work for your body. So there's still things that my body's like, yeah, like alcohol for me, alcohol, my body's like a little bit here and there, but like not hardly any, right? So I was like, okay, that's fine. I don't need alcohol. I can trust my body. It doesn't really like alcohol, or it wants certain things only at certain times. Like when I'm facilitating a class, I tend to crave more sugar because the brain needs sugar. But when I'm not facilitating a class, I don't really crave sugar that much, right? So again, that's just the ask the body and then let the body show you. Body, what would you like to eat? Body, what would work for you? So I hope that contributes. I absolutely adore you all. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And I look forward to seeing you again next time. Have a great day. Bye.